guys, it's Kristen. Welcome back. It's been a minute since I've made a video, but I'm back. As you can see, a lot has changed since you saw me in my last video, which was my surgery video. Today is February 13th, 2019, which means it has been exactly 6 months since my operation. That's a little crazy, but yeah. And as you can see, my braces are off. So that happened. I kind of wanted to make this video to tell you the story of what I remember. I wish I could have made this video a little bit earlier so I kind of remember everything. But I'm going to tell you to the best of my ability just what happened that day and what happened afterwards, because again, I had my braces off after 5 years of them on and after a jaw surgery. So I'm so excited to make this video. I didn't think, I actually would have never, I was going to make a 6-month video, but I didn't think my braces were going to be off at this time. So I'm a little excited, you know what I'm saying? So, and also I'm sorry, this is kind of like a weird thing. I was like literally sitting on my couch. I'm like, wait, it's February 13th. I gotta make a video. Like I totally forgot. And this is the only space I have to make a video. So I'm sorry. This is my living room, but yeah. So without further ado, I'm gonna tell you the story. Okay, so you know some of what happened from the last video, but basically if you're new here, I had to get upper jaw surgery because my teeth were, I had an underbite, but it was like not a big underbite, not like a bulldog underbite. It was kind of like my teeth were like that. And if I didn't get the surgery, my teeth would be like that. And we don't need that. Your top teeth are supposed to be over your bottom teeth. So my orthodontist has been telling me for years that I might need surgery, and it turns out that I needed surgery. So I found out in like May that I needed surgery, and I didn't think it was gonna happen because I never broken a bone. I never like had to scrape and had to go to the hospital, like nothing. I never got a nosebleed, never got my tonsils out, nothing. I've never been to hospital since I was born, okay? So this was my first real surgery. It was kind of a big deal, you know, they broke my jaw, like, so yeah, I got the surgery August 13th, 2018. It was at Mount Sinai Hospital in New York City, and they really took care of me, so shout out to them and the nurses who were helping me all night. You know, I felt bad for them. Like, I couldn't even stand up. I couldn't even walk to pee. Like, I had to pee. Okay, all right. I'm getting off track. So, it was 7 in the morning. I had to leave my house, and both my parents and I were driving in the car, you know, going there. And it took like 10,000 years to find a spot. So, I was kind of hoping it would take another 10,000 more years, but it didn't. So, we went in. They took me down in the waiting room, and then I remember them taking me, they're like, Kristen, we need you to do some tests before you go do your actual surgery. The surgery is supposed to start at 9:30, so this is like 7:30ish. So they needed like 2 hours to get my information, for me to like pee in a cup, you know, my weight, my height, you know, all that. So, and then they needed my information, you know. So that took like 2 hours, and then the last like hour before the surgery, maybe like 8:30, 9-ish, to an anesthesiologist, the people who do the anesthesia, who are in charge of the anesthesia, came up to me, and I swear to you, one of them, it was a girl and a guy. One of them looked like Seth Rogen. One of them looked not Seth Rogen. I'm sorry, Seth Green. It was bothering me the entire time. I'm like, is this really Seth Green? Like, but I don't even think his name was Seth, but whatever. Anyways, it was a girl and a guy, and the girl was it was the girl and Seth Green, and the girl was being really nice. She's like, it's okay, you know, it's your first surgery. I'm crying like a baby, and the surgery hadn't even started yet. And so I was nervous for the needles. I hate needles. Like, I was more nervous about the needles than the surgery. Not even gonna lie. I hate needles to the point where like I pass out. and all that. So I'm gonna put pictures, but I was like crying already. Like my mom took a picture of me and I looked so depressed. And they're like, you want your left hand or your right hand? And I was like, my right hand, because my right hand, sorry, my right hand, because I use my phone with my left hand. So like, do my right hand. They're like, okay. And then an hour later, my doctor's like, all right, it's time. And I was like, no. My mom and I are like hugging for the last time. Like she starts crying, so you know that like triggers my brain and I start hysterical crying. And she goes back to the waiting room. I keep looking back at her like hoping she'll come back, and we're just like, let's go, let's get out of here. But no, I had to go to the operating room. So it's just me in, oh, I forgot to tell you, I had to be in this like weird like plastic like nightgown, hospital gown. That's when it really felt real. I don't even know why I had to like wear all that stuff, even though it's just for my face. But yeah, I had to take off my nails, I had to take off my jewelry and everything. And then my mom held my glasses or whatever. And I had to leave my hair down, which I don't know why, but whatever. Like, shouldn't it be easier if they... So then, as we're walking into the operating room, I'm crying, and the anesthesiologist is trying to make conversation. That's Seth, the girl. Like, she's trying to make conversation with me and all that. And I'm just like, I'm so scared. This is my first surgery. I start freaking out. And I'm like connected to like one of those long metal things, like the IV. Oh, so then I go into the operating room, and it's a pretty big room. Everything is metal. It was really cold in there. And the bed, it wasn't even a bed. It literally was like a table, like a long table. But it was so thin, like so narrow that like, I was like, I'm sorry, I can't fit on this. I'm probably gonna break it. So they lay me down on the table. I'm like, like having a panic attack. I couldn't even breathe. I was crying. And she's like, it's okay, I'll let you know when I put the anesthesia in, whatever. This girl did not let me know. She did not tell me I was knocked out. She did not say anything. All I remember was staring at the light that was above me, on like laying on the bed, and seeing all the tools and like 10, 12 doctors were like pacing around the room, and I was freaking out. And then and like hysterical crying like I was in a nightmare, and then boom, that's it. She didn't warn me. She didn't tell me nothing. Maybe she did. Maybe I don't remember. I don't know. But I do not remember being warned at all. She was like, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. And then that was it. So then the surgery was like 3 to 4 hours long. And that's when I woke up in the recovery room. And I was so loud. My mom told me I was singing. I was talking up to the doctors. But most of the time I was singing, my parents told me, which I was really surprised about because I don't sing. I suck at singing. So the fact that I was singing weird songs was weird. Anyways, I'm like feeling up and down like on me. Like I'm like kind of like halfway sleeping, and I'm just like going like this. And I'm like, I felt naked. All the gowns and underwear and socks and the pants I was wearing, they were off. I was completely naked. I swear to you. All I had was on me was a blanket. Like, and it wasn't even a blanket. It was like those plastic blankets. I was like, and then my mom told me that I was screaming really loud. I was like, Mom, I'm naked. Like, I wish they recorded some of it, but they only recorded me singing, and I'm not putting this in. So then, next thing you know, like, this, like, big, strong, I remember this big, strong male nurse comes in, and he decides to push me to my, like, room, like, the room I'm staying in. And my parents, like, took the elevator and met me down there. They didn't stay with me. This guy just, like, put me to, like, the special elevator, like, you know. And I remember everything I said. I just don't know why I said it. You know, like, I had no control over what I was saying. Like, it was in my head, like, and everything that, like, I didn't think before I spoke. Like, I was just, like, I'm surprised I was able to speak, but whatever. So then, like, I just felt normal. I was just, like, talking. So, like, my face was, like, this big. So then I remember I told him, I was like, I'm sorry. I'm, like, really heavy. Like, I'm sorry that you have to push me around. And I remember they were, like, laughing. They're like, it's okay. I remember that, trying to make a joke, like I'm an idiot. So then I'm in this nice room. I just remember knocking out again. I slept like the whole time. And it was like not good sleep either. It was just like every time, like I wanted to be asleep. And then every time I woke up, I was like, oh shit, I had this surgery. And then I'd go back to sleep and I was like, wake up again and be like, oh, my face is still swollen? Great, I'll see you in a week. And then I would wake up and then I would just be like, you know what I mean? Like I just wanted to be asleep like the entire time. But I couldn't because in the hospital, I was constantly being like woken up to by nurses. Like they would just give me medicine every 5 hours and then I'd have to pee because the IV. Literally the way, like as soon as I went into the room, I had to pee really bad because the IV, the fluids they put around you makes you have to pee really bad. So I was peeing like every 10 minutes. And so I was laying down and they like, every time I had to pee, they had this bucket and they put it over my butt and I had to pee. It was really fun. I don't know why I laugh at this, but it was just like so crazy because I couldn't even get up and pee. I couldn't even walk. But that night, my dad was like trying to help me walk. Like we got up and like he was holding on to me. I was holding on to him for dear life and I like walked really slow. I couldn't really eat. The first day I had like, I think applesauce I had a little bit of. And like, I just didn't even want to eat. Like so, me out of all people didn't want to eat. Cause it was too hard. Like I just didn't want to. I was like, don't even bother feeding me because it hurts. Like I don't even want to eat. So the next day they took me home like really early in the morning and I was like, come on Kristen, we gotta leave. I'm like, I'm scared to leave. Like I don't want to leave. I don't want to go home in this condition. Like I'm so scared. Like I want to stay. I'm like, no, but they're gonna pay you extra if you stay. So we had to go like 7 in the morning. Walking out of the hospital like that, like with my car like a block away, was so awkward. Everyone was staring at me. This is New York, so there's like 1,000 people like on each block, and they were like looking at me, and I was like, oh, come on, let's go. Like I had my sweatpants on, I had like no bra on, like my chimichangas running like going like this with a white t-shirt, and my face was like the size of a basketball in New York City. Okay, so that was like a great 2 minutes of my life. So yeah. So then we get in the car and we drive home, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm in my bed, I just keep going to sleep. And I remember like in the middle of the night, if like I was on, I don't know if I'm allowed to say what I was on, but I think I was on oxycodone, I don't know which one. And Tylenol, I think. I don't know. It was like hardcore drugs, you know what I'm saying? So my mom didn't want me to like take it that much because or else I'd get addicted, but like, it's fine. It was like, it wasn't even that like good. Like it didn't even help me that much. Like I don't understand why people use it, but whatever. I only had to use it because my jaw was broken and then fixed again. So anyways, we are at home and I'm sleeping. Oh, my best friend was the ice packs. I forgot to say, I wore ice packs on my face forever. It really helped me. So like if I ever needed like a refill or like if I ever needed more like medicine, I'd be like, Ma, in the middle of the night, and she'd like come help me. So thank you to her. She had to shower me. It was like a hard, rough week for me. I think it was like the hardest week of my life to like get through, you know? And for her too, I think. I lost 12 pounds that first week. 12 pounds that first week, which is crazy. The second week I was able to eat again. The second week, they were like, for months you're not gonna be able to eat, for months you're gonna be in bed, the stupid doctors told me. No, I was able to walk. I took a walk down the street the second week. I went over to New Jersey the second week. Like I was like everywhere. I wasn't able to eat like a steak, you know what I mean? I had rice, I had mac and cheese. I had mac and cheese the 5th day. The 5th day. I had ice cream. Well, obviously ice cream. I had to go back to my surgeon every like week. He said once a week, come back to me. The first week, he was like, you're healing really good. Come back 2 weeks. The 2 weeks go by, I come back, he goes, you're doing good. Come back another 4 weeks. And it was supposed to be 1 week, 1 week, 1 week, and he was like just doubling it. So like I only saw him like 3 times, and I was only supposed to see him like 6 times. So yeah. He was so good, and he's just like, I'm so proud of myself, to be honest with you. Like, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of me, like, I did that, you know, like, He was such a sweet doctor. Like, I totally recommend him. October 10th, I think, I went to my orthodontist and he saw it. And he was proud with the results. And he said another couple months and those braces will be off. Fast forward, February 4th, I got them off. And they look like this. I do have 2 spaces here. But he said that's unfixable because if I tighten it anymore, I'll have the underbite again. That it's not that bad of a space. Like, I'm so happy with the results. The first week, I regretted it so much. I did not want the surgery. I was like, what's the point of this? Like, but every time I smiled, I saw something. I saw a change like right away. So I don't regret the surgery now because if I didn't get it, I'd probably still have braces. I'd probably have terrible teeth. And yeah, if you have any more questions, comment down below. I will be more than happy to answer your questions because the only reason why, like, I'm gonna keep saying this, but the only reason why I made this video and the last video was for people who were getting the same surgery as me. But yeah, this is it. This is the end, I think, of my surgery journey. I feel like I'm still a little swollen. I think it says it's gonna take up to 1 year to get completely not swollen anymore, but people are like, oh, you look normal, but I feel like every time I smile sometimes, like, I feel a little swollen. I don't know, but yeah, that's it. Again, if you have any more questions or comments, please comment down below. I'll answer them. So bye.